Hey guys, how you doing? It's Henry at Mowers and Blowers. Good morning. It's around 11:30, close to noon, and some person was gonna come and buy my Scott's hauler in the back. I have it listed for $375, but I'd probably go as low as $300. Anyway, so I just went to the back to get it started up, pull it to the front. Started up, but it seemed like it was always on choke. You know what I mean? Running really rough. Then when I shut it off, right? Or actually it stalled because I thought maybe the choke flap was stuck. So the roughness was completely choke, right? But then I noticed that fuel is just pouring out of that carburetor. That was a brand new Chinese copied carburetor that I bought on eBay. And remember, when I installed it, it worked just fine. But it leaked so bad, I had to tell the people, I said, sorry, but I just went to try and start it, but while it starts, it has a bad gas leak. Now look, you guys know Kohler commands are notorious for carb leaks. That's their thing. Their carburetors just leak. Even the copied ones leak. So, obviously I can't sell it that way. So I'm going to have to figure that one out later on. I think the needle is stuck or something. And I mean, I haven't moved it in like a month, and in the hot sun. I do have a fuel shutoff on it, which is the only thing that stopped it from draining the entire gas tank, you know what I mean? Those carburetors suck. I'll have to figure that one out. Today, we're going to be working on the brakes for this Toro 825 Recycler Wheelhorse Rider. It's a riding mower. Engines that are mid or rear engines on a machine that you can ride are called riding mowers. So this is not a lawn tractor. But I'll tell you what, this thing is really cute, isn't it? It's small. It's a 25-inch wide deck, which means you can get this through those, narrow gates and stuff. So there's a lot of people out there who would like it, It's actually really cool, It's only an 8-horsepower flathead engine, Briggs single cylinder, right? But you guys know this engine runs great, Smooth, responsive. When you have it on full throttle and the highest gear, I believe 5th, right? It really moves and it handles really well. The steering is good, but what I mean by stiff is that it handles really good. Almost like there's no pivot or suspension to it, which I don't doubt. But it's a nice little mower, And I sharpened the blades yesterday and mounted the deck. Mounting this little simple round deck, one blade, right? It was a pain. It was a real pain in the butt to do that. So far I'm in this for like $25. I got a new battery on here, But this thing, as you know, started up perfectly. I find it hard to believe that this is actually episode 3 of this thing. It shouldn't take that long to get it fixed. But as you guys know, in the past couple of days with the 3 episodes, I've been doing other stuff along with the 3 episodes. So basically it's 3 episodes, but I'm working on little tiny bits of it each day along with other stuff that's going on, We haven't had rain for a good 17 days now, while the weatherman said that it was supposed to thunderstorm and heavy winds yesterday. They were giving warnings all around Long Island about it. Absolutely none of that happened. So I'll say it again. To be a meteorologist or a weatherman, it's like the only job in the world where you can get your job wrong 90% of the time and yet still maintain your job. Everybody should be a meteorologist. Nobody would get fired, you know what I mean? Anyway, they say it's supposed to thunderstorm today. So I was thinking about putting down some fertilizer on the front yard because I've got this like white, is it baby breath, whatever, growing out of here? Everybody has it except for the people that mow their lawn on a regular basis and have fertilizer. And I haven't put fertilizer on it since the Milorganite like a month or 2 ago, So I should put some expert fertilizer, at least 1 coat in the front. And then with the rain coming, it'll soak right into the ground, which is what I want. So, thank you guys for telling me about the right lever. It's been a long time since I worked on this thing. I forget that this is the brake. Well, I'll tell you what. It doesn't work. You step on it, nothing happens. It still rolls, okay? So, when I was down there yesterday doing the deck, I didn't see any brake calipers or anything like that. So, I have to figure out what this brake system is like, At the same time, if I get that all worked out, I'm going to tape up that seat and maybe do a couple of spot paints with some sunrise red, along the body. And then I'm going to install the bagger system. Now, the bagger system, as you know, one of the bags, it's that mesh bag, it had a hole in it, so whoever had it before me sewed it up. When he sewed it up, the bag was supposed to be like this, right? But because of the hole and he sewed it up, it's like this. So like a third of the bag is like smaller because it's like bunched up. It's like you taking a bag and making a knot in it, you know? So it's not like a perfect bag, you know? As you also know, I had an old MTD bagger system, but the chutes were all chewed up and, I mean, complete disarray, right? And it had 2 mesh bags. One of the mesh bags, it looked like somebody ran it over with a lawnmower and it's all shredded up. But the other mesh bag is good. So I'm going to attempt to take that mesh bag and put it onto this one. Remember this Tecumseh Enduro horizontal shaft engine that I found on the side of the street thanks to a tip from Frank the UPS guy? I took the carburetor off of this, swapped it out, and put it on the Yardman chipper shredder vacuum that I fixed the other day, you know, because of the primer bulb. But I also rebuilt the carburetor that was off of that too, and I put it back on here. So while the carburetor leaks, this engine does run, you know. Spray some whatever fluid in there, get a new carburetor, whatever. I added a throttle cable and lever to it. This actually runs. So I put it online for like 50 bucks. Some dude, some nut wants to come and buy it for 40 bucks. Which is fine. So I'm just going to leave it on the driveway here. And when the guy comes, I told him just put 40 bucks under my windshield wiper. And we're good. It's a safe COVID way. Not to mention the fact that I'll be busy anyway. I'm going to be crawling on the floor, so I'm going to change out of these clothes. I don't want to dirty my Lucas Oil shirt. Magic of television. I think I'm going to have to move this. I'm going to pivot this on its side so I can get a good look at the braking system, see how it works. I tried to do that yesterday, but I just couldn't see what was going on. It was dark. Want to make sure no gas leaks out. Looks like it's going to be one of those days where I'm crawling around the floor and maybe the mower will fall on me and maybe today's the day that I die, you know what I mean? Or get severely injured. It's okay. I've surpassed 5,000 subscribers. Thanks to my subscribers and all you loyal guys. I appreciate the following as well as the support of my videos, and I'm glad you all enjoy it. Also, thank you guys very much for buying my stickers and donating to the channel. It really helps me bring the videos every day. Like you know, I ordered those brand new holographic stickers, right? That I tried for a dozen of them, right? And they sold out in a half an hour. So I know you guys are very interested in getting those stickers to show your support and helping out the channel. I ordered 50 more and they should be coming soon. Also, I've had some requests for bumper stickers. While in the beginning of my channel, I did order some bumper stickers and they did eventually sell out. But it took a long time for them to sell out. But I think that's because back then I only had like maybe 500 subscribers or something and I didn't have much of a following, you know. But now at 5,000 subscribers, I think more of you are more into the channel, which I'm grateful for. And so I ordered some bumper stickers too. So in my eBay store, I'm going to have the, until the OG ones sell out, I've got the round version, right? I'll have the holographic ones, and I'll also have the bumper stickers too. So I'll have an entire gamut and line of stickers so that you guys can show your support, you know? Appreciate that. And I'll be posting those links on the bottom of my description of each video as soon as I get them. And you guys know, if you follow me on a daily basis, right? I'll give you updates on exactly what's happening during the day. So let me put this camera so that you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. And so anybody who'd be interested in the underbelly of this Toro 825 rider, you'll be able to see exactly what I'm seeing. So I'm going to first hover right over it and show you exactly what I'm seeing. So the pedal in question is this right side front brake pedal. Looks like it's attached to a brass or something rod with a clip. You can't see it now. Still can't really see it. But I guess it eventually leads over here somewhere. I'm on the floor now sitting. So you can see there's a pulley there. Okay, so the crankshaft is a double stack, okay, a small one. The inner one, I suppose, is the drive, right? That goes to that pulley there. Has another connection on an idler, I think. This one over here, the bottom one, I know is the mower deck because I attached this yesterday through the keepers over here. When you engage the PTO lever, this thing moves that way and therefore tightens the belt to allow this blade to spin. This rod is for the left clutch, I believe, that loosens the belt for the drive. But I don't see that rod that leads from the front. You know what I mean? The one for the right side brake pedal. I don't see the rod anywhere. So if you can't see the rod, how am I going to figure out how it works, you know? Unless I got to take the deck off again? No way. So the guy came and bought my engine for 40 bucks. Awesome, because I found it on the street. Anyway, so I was looking, right? So that rod actually connects there. But it doesn't go anywhere because right around here, there's like a bracket that it's attached to. Whereas when you push this down, this thing bracket actually pivots like that and pulls another rod that runs diagonal to around here. I think this is the transmission, the gearbox, and it's on the other side. So I'm gonna have to take it back off this pivot and see how that works. Aha! So you ready? I had to remove the battery because I traced that rod right behind the battery, and look what I found. That's right. The calipers and all that stuff is right here on the gearbox because I couldn't find this assembly on the, you know, where the axle is, you know, but I guess you trace the transmission, which is on top of the frame, not where the wheels are, because it is belt driven, but then it's gear driven, you know, to the axle. So that's it right there. So what I know about brakes, an R clip. So what I know about brakes is that the center one is the adjustment, but it won't work if the pistons are seized. You guys know I just did a video on brakes, and basically the pistons inside, if they're seized, right, they're not going to move in and out no matter how hard you push that pedal, see? But maybe because this tractor didn't seem like it needed much, this is covered by, you know, the top of this engine, you know what I mean? So not a lot of moisture gets here, you know, from the splashing of water to get there to make it rust. So it's very possible that I could just turn this screw, right, and turn it clockwise and push it in. That'll push in the brake pads just a little bit, and possibly it could just work that way. I'm going to try that first. But if you look at the clouds, the weatherman could be right today because it looks like it's going to pour. So since we know it's probably going to pour, I just watered my lawn with my sprinklers manually, right? Let me go put a quick coat of fertilizer over this before I continue with my brake job. So it started thunderstorming, so I had to bring everything inside, which is a lot cooler. I managed to remove the entire brake caliper, and the pistons move freely. So the pistons are not seized on here, which is great. I think the problem was that there's this, where did it go? There was a spring. The spring that attaches onto here broke, see? So it doesn't retract. It was stuck in the on position. So when you pushed it down, it didn't pull it back. But I don't know why it still didn't kind of work, you know what I mean? So I have to find a spring just to try to get it to return again, you know, to pull it back after when you push down on it, it goes like that. You need a spring to pull it back again, otherwise it'll get stuck there like that. So I found another spring in my bin of parts. And after I removed the caliper and verified that the pistons were not seized in there and they moved freely, the brake pad had still a lot of meat on it. I put it back and I went and found another spring, which I attached to the bracket and attached to one of the engine mounting bolts with another screw on top of the bolt to hold the spring. So now the spring moves freely, and it does cause the bracket to return when I push on the brake pedal. I'm going to press on the brake now with my foot. As you can see, it brakes and then it returns. And I've adjusted this middle screw to get the brake pad just perfect. So now the brakes should work. I'm going to put the battery back now. Now that we've got the brakes taken care of, let's take care of the seat. So as you saw from time lapse, this thing runs great and it has brakes now. I put the bagger system on. I was going to fix the bag, but honestly, it's not too bad, you know. So what should I sell this for? Should I list it for $425? $400? Maybe take $300? Would I just take $300 for this? I mean, it's a perfectly good mower with a bagger, right? Runs great. We'll see what happens. I'll list it for $425 just to test the waters. So today we fixed the brakes. The pistons were not seized. It was just a return spring that didn't allow it to go back again, you know. Adjusted it some more. We fixed the seat, put some Gorilla Tape on there, let it bake in the sun so it can soften and kind of adhere with the adhesive, right? Put the bagger system on, and I did a little bit of touch-up paint here and there. You can't even tell, can you? That's it for today. Once again, proud to be here to entertain you guys and at the same time show you what I do every day. And we surpassed 5,000 subscribers today. All thanks to you guys and your loyalty to the channel. And thank you very much for buying the stickers and contributing to the channel so that I could bring you videos every day. Thanks a lot for following me along today. We'll see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.